As far as comedians go, there aren't many out there with the same level of wit and perfect delivery that Bill Burr has. However, anyone who's lived through the age of cancel culture and listens to some of the things he says and topics he brings up could be forgiven for wincing at them. Even his audiences are known to often fall into tense hushes when he broaches topics such as wanting to hit a woman, transgender persons, and his views on racism.
Transgender athletes, I don't fucking understand that. You're gonna be a dude ranked 80th in the fucking world. You have your dick cut off, you put on a sports bra, and now you're the #1 tennis player in the world just coming out there with your man shoulders.
Despite him always walking a thin line and seeming to say a lot of things in his shows that lesser comedians simply wouldn't be able to do, Burr's popularity was never truly been affected by his racy, provocative brand of humor. He did face some backlash after being selected to present a few awards at the 2021 Grammys and said this.
And the winner, the Grammy goes to Natalia Lafourcade. I will accept on behalf of her. If I butchered her name, I'm sorry.
He's since continued with his career as normal and even took on cancel culture directly during his Live at Red Rocks comedy special last year on Netflix, proving once again that he is seemingly immune to being canceled.
The one great thing about this pandemic shit is it kind of slowed down a little bit of that cancel culture. Yeah, kind of hard to take your dick out at work when you're at home.
Arnold was one of the many Hollywood men to be hit with sexual misconduct allegations during the 2017 Me Too movement.
But why should I?
Because I'm going to say, please.
His expected appearance at an awards dinner was subsequently protested and he was forced to quit. He apologized for groping the women and admitted to his problematic behavior. Since then, he's cleaned up his image and starred in yet another Terminator movie.
Hey, are you gonna pay for that?
Talk to the hand.
Kevin Hart nearly lost it all in 2018 when homophobic jokes and tweets he had made in the past resurfaced. Not long after it was announced that he would host the Academy Awards, he was pressured into stepping down. Many thought that it was it for Kevin, especially because he initially refused to offer an earnest apology.
We feed in the internet trolls and we reward them. I'm not gonna do it, man. I'm gonna be me. I'm gonna stay in my ground. Regardless, Academy, I'm thankful and appreciative of the opportunity. If it goes away, no harm, no foul.
Despite qualifying as canceled for losing work in the wake of the incident, he bounced back immediately. He starred in 3 movies in 2019, including Jumanji, which earned $800 million at the worldwide box office.
Every kid has a gay moment, but when it happens, you gotta nip it in the bud. You gotta stop it right then. Hey, stop! That's gay! It's quick.
After seemingly disappearing into the wilderness from the height of success, Chappelle made a massive comeback through his Netflix comedy specials. He regularly made transgender persons the focal point of his shows.
I am not saying that to say that trans women aren't women. I am just saying that those pussies that they got, you know what I mean?
This drew the ire of the LGBTQ+ community, and employees at Netflix called for Chappelle to be canceled. He, however, stuck to his guns, refusing to apologize, with Netflix also refusing to dismiss him.
I would support anybody's right to be whoever they feel like they are inside. However, to what degree do I have to participate in your self-image?
Chappelle's comedy style and brilliant off-the-cuff manner and hilarious delivery earned him a reputation as one of the greatest stand-up comedians in history. The huge following, his commands, his unapologetic attitude towards cancel culture, and the fact that his comments are always said in the context of jokes have all insulated him from ever being canceled. Mel Gibson is perhaps the most infamous example of a movie star being canceled. He has faced immense controversy dating back to 2006 when he launched an anti-Semitic tirade against a police officer during his arrest. This resulted in him being shunned from Hollywood.
The Jews are responsible for all the wars in the world.
I'm ashamed of that. That came out of my mouth, and I'm not that. That's not who I am, you know.
Moreover, in 2010, he was recorded making racist and misogynistic comments in a rant directed at his ex-girlfriend and the mother of his daughter.
You are provocatively dressed all the time with your fake boobs you feel you have to show off in tight outfits and tight pants.
Despite the shocking nature of these remarks, Gibson successfully made a Hollywood comeback, most notably in box office hit Daddy's Home 2. Pratt has upset a lot of people on many occasions. But things really hit the fan after fellow actor Elliot Page revealed that Chris supports a church that reportedly discriminates against the LGBTQ community. People have also been suspicious of his supposedly conservative and right-wing views and beliefs. That said, Chris managed to shrug off the criticism and get his career and image back on track shortly afterward.
I was always getting naked. I was always getting in trouble for getting naked. They're like, you can't just pull your dick out. I was like, why?
Louis C.K. had made it to a level of fame and success that few stand-up comics ever do. And then in 2017, multiple women accused him of sexual misconduct, and his career came to a screeching halt.
I remember when I found out that gay people go to hell, according to the church, and I got scared, because I'm not gay, but what if God thinks I'm gay?
Nearly a year after, he publicly apologized. He started dropping by small comedy theaters around the country, and within just a couple of years, he was quietly selling out his own shows once again. Since then, he has released 3 comedy specials and done many sold-out tours.
God doesn't hate you because you're gay. God made you gay because he hates you.
Gina Carano is a former mixed martial artist who starred on The Mandalorian. She was fired after 2 seasons over some controversial social media posts, specifically one she shared on Instagram being hated for one's political views to being Jewish in Nazi Germany. Now, however, she's made herself a new career path, embracing her right-wing beliefs even harder. She signed a production deal with Ben Shapiro's Daily Wire and transformed her social media accounts into platforms to further advance some of the very opinions that got her into trouble. Nick Cannon has been a beloved figure on TV for years, so it shocked lots of fans when it came out that he had made anti-Semitic remarks on his podcast.
When we give so much power to the theys, and then the theys then turn into the Illuminati, the Zionists, the Rothschilds, and as a community, I feel I want to blame others for the position that I'm currently in.
Viacom CBS, which owns MTV and Teen Nick, immediately fired him. But it didn't take long for him to get back in their good graces. The very next year, he apologized, visited the Holocaust Museum, and donated money to a Jewish organization, and just like that, he got his show Wild 'N Out back. Kathy Griffin is another comedian who has been canceled for being too extreme. After she posted a disturbing photo in 2017 of herself holding head of then-President Donald Trump, she was fired from hosting CNN's New Year's Eve broadcast. Her tour dates were canceled, and she got herself banned from many major talk shows. But apparently, Kathy's controversial behavior isn't offensive to everyone. Just a year later, Kathy sold out a show at Carnegie Hall, and she's been going strong ever since.
A lot of people come up here and they thank Jesus for this award. I want you to know that no one had less to do with this award than Jesus.
Chris Brown went through a period of cancellation after that infamous fight between him and Rihanna that left her face swollen and bruised. Fans were shocked and disappointed. For years afterward, Chris floundered personally and suffered run-ins with the law, mostly related to substance abuse. But somehow his career has remained largely unscathed. There was a very brief period of quiet from him on the music front, but he's since released a number of albums and regularly joins other artists on their tracks. Rihanna has publicly offered her forgiveness, and Chris has gone on to be so successful that his net worth stands at about $50 million.